Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, we're following some breaking news. Body of missing woman found in Pemigewasset River. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
A fish and game dive team has been searching this area of the Pemigewasset River called Lady's Bath for a woman they believe to be in her late 20s or early 30s. Lincoln police took a missing person report last night. The woman was last seen in the area of Lady's Bath yesterday morning. Police say she was with other people at the time. That woman has not returned home. Her friends told police she went into the river for a swim, and no other details are being provided at this time. As you can see, dive teams continue to search the river. They will be heading down the river in just a bit to continue their search. For now, that's the latest from Lincoln. I'm Christine Carosa, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Rep from Salem trolls Trump. It's not a witch hunt. I think I'd know. Let's take a listen to this video from WCVB Boston.
Take one drive in the most awarded and best-selling SUV brand and discover that the world is your backyard. Hurry in for great deals now at the Jeep Drive and Discover event.
And this morning the president tweets out it's a witch hunt. Well, I replied as a representative of Salem, Mass, it's not a witch hunt. I think I know what a witch hunt is. So, look, he's trying to distract attention. And, you know, the sad thing is that while we're talking about all these scandals, we're not doing the work that we need to do that he, in fact, promised the American people, like rebuilding our infrastructure, like getting people back to work, like figuring out a way to improve healthcare rather than take it away from 24 million people, which is about his only accomplishment to date.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Maine Senate advances death with diligent bill. A death with diligence bill is advancing through the Maine legislation, but will face a likely veto from the Republican governor. The Senate nearly voted 16-15 on Thursday to support Republican Senator Roger Kidd's bill. Governor Paul LePage has said he'll veto the legislation, which would allow doctors to prescribe medication that a patient may self-administer to hasten death. A Senate amendment would require physicians to discuss with patients whether they feel unduly influenced. The Maine Medical Association has said its members are divided on the bill. Opponents say the bill would spur elder abuse and exploitation. Supporters say the legislation protects against such abuse and that medications cannot treat all pain. The nonprofit with Dutch Dingenty Political Fund says 24 states are considering similar bills this year. And we want to hear from you. If you live in the Maine area, what do you think about this? Comment below and let me know. Now let's take a look at your stock markets and see where they closed at for your Thursday evening. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the green and went up. Your S&P 500 Index closed in the green and went up. Your NASDAQ closed in the green and went up. RUSS 2K closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the red and went down. Stocks close higher, rebound from biggest sell-off in 2017. Dow adds about 55 points. U.S. stocks closed higher on Thursday, recovering from worst day of 2017 as investors assessed President Donald Trump's chance of moving forward with his pro-growth agenda. And we're following some breaking news in the business world. Your AfterBuzz is CRM, GPS, MCK, and more. Trump to mirror. Special counsel hurts our country terribly. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Try Zyrtec. It starts working hard at hour 1 and works twice as hard when you take it again the next day. Stick with Zyrtec and muddle no more.
Now to more on that looming showdown between President Trump and the FBI director he fired, James Comey. It will play out with the special prosecutor on Capitol Hill. The course of Trump's presidency at stake, and our chief national correspondent Tom Yam is here with a closer look at how their relationship unraveled. Good morning, Tom.
George, good morning to you. We spoke with people who know both men very well and who predict a fight is coming. Also, that neither will back off or back down.
The battle between President Trump and former FBI Director James Comey heating up and setting up what could be a Washington showdown for the ages.
He's become more famous than me.
At first, Trump seemed to like Comey.
It took guts for Director Comey to make the move that he made.
But then, Comey testified before Congress, describing the moment the Bureau had to reopen the Clinton email investigation just days before the election.
It makes me mildly nauseous to think that we might have had some impact on the election, but honestly, it wouldn't change the decision.
Just days later, Comey was out.
He's a showboat. He's a grandstander.
Now, with Comey likely to testify again about President Trump allegedly telling him to lay off Flynn, the two powerful men are pitted against each other.
One thing I can tell you about Donald Trump, he's very tough, and it's always a mistake to underestimate him.
The president's close friend and one-time advisor, Roger Stone, says Comey is out for retribution.
I think this memo that he has put forward is kind of the classic Washington bureaucratic revenge play. If Mr. Comey thought the president was trying to obstruct justice, why didn't he say so at the time?
But those that know the former FBI director say that he is one tough customer, unafraid to go into battle, even with a president.
James Comey is going to survive this. He has survived many different hard controversies in his career. I think Comey's integrity and legacy are completely intact.
In his testimony before Congress, James Comey said he wished he could just spend time by the waters of Connecticut. With his invitation to testify again this time about his conversations with President Trump, it sounds like he'll be back by the Potomac.
Okay, and there you go on that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Thursday evening and have a great rest of your night. Goodbye, everyone.